What is the fishy addicts? On today's video, we'll be talking about summer to fall transition um, baits that I personally enjoy using, except one. One of them is the exception that a friend of mine suggested, and he's been doing pretty well for smallmouth. So we'll get to it. But so let's first back up and go. A lot of people don't want to fish this time of the year because the fish are a little bit lethargic. They don't want to bite, or they're moving and they can't find them. So what happens is the water starts to turn, and all the bait fish are moving to shore. This is right before the premium time, right before the fall feed. So all the fish are on the move. So the only baits that I use are moving baits. And when you're in, I would say anywhere between 6 to 10 feet of water, and you spot a grass line, but if it's green, fish it. There will be fish in there. They will be schooled up, bunch of them just chilling and feeding. If you find grass that's dying, even if it's in shallow water, pads that are changing color, they're getting brownish, I would avoid those areas, because what happens is there's no fish standing there, for the reason being decaying um, plants produce do not produce oxygen. They produce methane, whatever. And sometimes if you go to swamps or whatever, and you get that real strong sulfur smell, that's from decaying plants. So I would avoid those areas where there is any brown grass or dying grass. It just does not produce oxygen and does not protect them. But however, on a shallow water, you find a nice patch of green grass. So they have shade, they have cooler water, and they have tons of oxygen. Those are the key areas I would fish, or around them. So first thing in the morning, my favorite will be uh, a wake bait. I love wake baits. I love wake baits. I can't say enough of them. I do apologize for the lightning. Uh, but I had to do it in the kitchen. My room is a mess, going through construction and stuff. But this video was asked, so I had to make it. But wake baits, I love them. Slow roll them, burn them. I have videos. I'll link somewhere in there. Videos with the wake baits. I love a wake bait. You can also use a buzz bait. However, I prefer a wake bait. Natural colors, of course. Shad or bluegill is the forage around me. So I love wake baits. I can say enough of them, especially this most recently I got into these Bass Pro wake baits. They are amazing. Like I said, fire casts, burning around, fishing around the grass. It does call fish from deeper water. Um, Most recently, I caught a 5 pounder on 8 feet of water, where it came and smashed this right by the kayak. So, secondly, I would use on shallower water a little paddle tail. This moves without the flash, without that much commotion. It has great body roll, and it's more of those finicky fish that you're trying to get. Again, around grass, um, you can cast it and fish it right on top of the grass. It comes through grass, kind of okay. It's not that weedless, but still, it does not get that much hung up when you're just coasting on top of the grass. But it does have amazing action, and it's for those more finicky fish. Um, and if you're just coasting and buzzing around, and you locate a bunch of schools that are schooled up, a bunch of bait fish that are schooled up, that's when one of my favorite comes in, and that will be uh, spinner bait. My favorite brand will be Striking, but I use a lot of other brands. Z-Man is one of the good ones that I enjoy. Um, I don't know why I prefer Striking, but I do enjoy pretty much all of the other brands that I use. Striking does have the pretty good colors and skirt. Um, I always use a trailer hook instead of using a paddle tail or whatever. The blades give me vibration and flash. That's when it comes in when I find the schooling fish. It's something with the flash. Um, Again, work it shallow to deep water. I use a half ounce. Half ounce is my go-to uh, uh, bait. Not bait, spinner bait. Like I said, anything natural colors. I'm a big fan of natural colors in fall. Even if it's a dingy water, I'll go to a bluegill pattern. And if it's like really, really muddy water, I might go black and blue. But my one of my biggest fish came on a spinner bait in Mill Creek. It was almost 6 pounds. So I do enjoy spinner baits. Like I said, every time I see a bait ball and fish are chasing and popping left and right. Um, and I already tried wake bait, or I caught bunch on wake bait. I'll switch when they stop biting wake bait. I'll switch to a spinner bait, use it on in grass, on near the grass, and just slay them. And also this one, umbrella rig. I haven't set it up yet because I'm gonna make some modifications to it. Again, this one might be a little bit deeper water, not so much on shallows. Friend of mine recommended it for smallmouth, especially this time around the year when they're schooled up and they're feeding. I will have, so the way I'm gonna set this one is the two bottom gonna have a 1/4 ounce uh, paddle tail, and this one is with the 3.5 inch swim bait. This one on the middle is gonna have a 4 inch paddle tail, uh, eighth of a eighth of an ounce, and the top two ones are gonna be eighth of an ounce as well, 1/8. So, like I said, I never tried it, but a friend of mine recommended it and said the areas that I fish, I'll benefit from it. So stay tuned. Maybe I'll make a modification video because this the hardware is a little bit too big for what I'm trying to do. So I'll get that going. Uh, and then for deeper water or inside the grass, fishing inside the grass. Let's start with that one. I'll go. This one is not weedless, but it will be. I just haven't added the weed guard over here. Um, Again, shad pattern, swim jig, weedless, cast it in the grass, lily pads, whatever, and swim it through, fishing it on wood. Vice versa. Like I said, this one has a lot of flash, a lot of flash. Um, Again, fishing at the places where I cannot fish the rest of the baits. Again, 2 to 4, 8 feet of water in the grass lines, and just searching for the baits. And last one, when they're still in deeper water or open water or whatever, and I am just trying to cover water to find them, because right now the fish are moving from deeper to shallow, and they're gonna be on points or going to the points, and you wanna use crankbait, good old crankbait. I don't know what I'm putting it over there, but this will be my bait of choice. Oh, what's going on here? There we go. Medium diving crankbait. Again, this is a bluegill perch pattern. Like I say, bait fish. Focus on bait fish. That's all we are focusing on, bait fish. Uh, that's what the fish are focusing on as well. They're chasing, they're following their forage, bluegills, shad, whatever, it's in your lakes. And this one doesn't have that much. It's not as loud as others, so I don't want a very loud bait. I just want a very subtle. I still want a little bit of noise, but not too much noise. Shad patterns, minnow style baits, and it just continue casting and searching for the fish. Once you find them, you find the school, and then you can switch to a different, more precise bait like a jig, paddle tail, or whatever, or a big swim bait, whichever you prefer. So I hope these tips help you guys out. I'm gonna go ahead and uh, get the Alabama rig going and making some adjustments, and then I'll probably test it out in a couple of weeks, uh, and I can give you guys an update. That's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know down below in the comments what are your favorite baits and what do you think about my baits. Do you think it's a good idea, or what would you change? Vice versa. Jack down in the comments. And that's it, guys. I'll catch you guys on the next.